Welcome to Q Aquatics and Exotics. Good morning. My name's Susie Q, and I was just sitting here drinking my coffee and thought maybe somebody would join me with coffee with Q, because I have a lot of things going on with coffee, and I'm very excited to share it with everybody. So I know coffee's not everybody's thing, but it's okay. That's okay. I absolutely, hi, I love coffee. And I have started a new side thing, put my logo on coffee cups. How cool is that, right? Good morning. I hope you have a cup of coffee or tea. Coffee or tea? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Garcia's. Good morning. Degenerate. Oh, good morning. So I noticed when I went out on my Teesprings that I had some coffee mugs out there, and I don't want to use Teesprings coffee mugs. I like the Teesprings for, hey, my fish tanks aquatics, good morning. I like the Teesprings for things that I'm not capable of making, but right now I'm really trying this. So this is my Q mug. My neighbor Ken handcrafted that, and my friend Kitcheman, where is this? Let's see if I can do this one. We're gonna shot. This is a shot in the dark, guys. That isn't gonna work. See that wooden one? Isn't that beautiful? Huh. There's my almost natural tank. I caved and got guppies. It's okay. It's been a long time since I had guppies, and I've been seeing a lot of guppies. Hey, Daniken, good morning. We're just sitting around drinking coffee for a few minutes before I start my day. What's up, fishy people? And I wanted to talk about a couple things, mostly coffee mugs. Now, here is my latest Valentine's Day coffee mug. I'm working on Triton the Trimac coffee mug, because who doesn't want a Triton the Trimac coffee mug? Oh, look at everybody. Good morning. It was so early for me. I didn't know if I was going to try this. I've been thinking about this for a while. So I figure I was up early because I had to move my Oscar. Let's see if we can see this. I don't know if it'll... No. Camera 2 won't work, but that's a very nice shot of nothing. Oh my goodness. Look at everybody. Oh, this is great. Okay, let's see if this works. This tank I set up, this is a 55-gallon. It looks just like a 40-gallon, but it's taller, and it's an old Odell's tank, so I know it's pretty secure. It's my standard. That was my very first fish tank, used fish tank I bought, and it's so heavy. The glass is so thick, and it's 3 feet by 18 feet, but it's like, maybe it's even like 20 inches tall. I think it works out to like 55 gallons. So yeah, I like that. But I put this together real quick for my big Oscar, not Angry Jay. And I found him in my 180-gallon. Good morning, Whip. I hope you have some coffee or tea with you. What? I found my Oscar in the tank. Okay, at first I'm like, oh, look, he's cuddling with that medium-sized Oscar, which I haven't named yet, because all the names I have for him right now are 4-letter words, but they weren't cuddling. He was bullying my big Oscar with his side of his body, just like pushing him around and sitting on top of him. And then when I finally got the big Oscar out and put him in this 55-gallon, I noticed he was missing about 6 or 7 scales. So I'm glad I removed him. Everybody else in there is doing great. That 180 is just kick it away. But now I'm going to heal up my big Oscar, and he's just too sweet 20 ounce, hot and ready to go. Awesome. Awesome. He's just too big and sweet to be in there with angry people. So if I can find a gentler tank mate, fine. But for right now, and it's not going to be my starry night. I do have a female Jack Dempsey that I rescued from a fish store. They gave her to me because she was so beat up. A customer had returned her because she was beaten up from her tank. And so I'm healing her up, and we'll see how that goes. 20 ounce is a good size mug, but you know what I've been working on? 11-ounce mugs, guys. So I fixed my Teespring. I removed all my mugs off of my Teespring because I don't make those mugs. I make these mugs. Look at that. It's like this one and that. And what else? I do have the black wrap around, but they're very hard to do. Maybe because I'm such a beginner. So I'm sticking to the white background. And of course, Valentine's Day coming up. This is all my granddaughter. Look at it. And then, so I made this for her. I'm learning, and I love it. See, where's my other? I got Q Aquatics. I got the Plantique. But anyway, and I call my new business. And I've never tried to start a business before, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Good morning, Vanoksky. I'm trying very hard to understand the business world and marketing, and I did not pay attention in school. And besides the fact, school was over 40 years ago. Okay, stressing over 40 years ago. So I did start a new Instagram account. I asked my daughter to help me because she has a business, Any Up Graphics. They supply vinyl and paraphernalia for crafters and things like that. And so she's going to help me with the admin of it. But my website is called Mugged by Q, Mugged, Mugged by Q. And I'm going to be putting it in all my descriptions. So if ever you guys are in need of any kind of coffee cups, I made a special discount called Fish Fam. That's original, right? So that I think it's 17% off because 17's the letter Q. This is Jeremy, my Fish Tanks Aquatics, Vanoksky's Dennis. Hello, hello, good morning. This is a beautiful morning, isn't it? I woke up, came downstairs. This is the new Oscar tank, and it's clearing up a bit, and I'm very happy about that. You got this, Terry. I'm telling you, I'm scared to death. I feel like I'm putting myself out there. Like I'm putting myself out there, and I have no clue. So when I made this website, Mugged by Q, and I just thought that was hysterical because I'm a dork, you know. You've been BEAN, not Ben. You've been mugged by Q. The little sticker I'm putting in with the coffee cups. Well, not actually a sticker yet because I don't know how to make them yet. Gnarly fish tanks. Good morning. So this tank you're looking at is my old Odell tank. I pulled out. I used to keep all my fish food in it. It's been lying on a shelf for a couple of years now, but it's a sturdy tank, super heavy, thick glass, the footprint of a 40-gallon breeder, but it's taller. So I removed my big Oscar out of my 180 because I have not seen him once. And everyone said, well, maybe it's the lights, maybe it's this. And then as I pulled him out, I noticed it was that medium-sized Oscar. I want to call him Prick, but I have other names, but I'm not going to say that on YouTube. But anyway, so I wanted to come down and see if that water was cleared up. Let me tell you, it's really nice. Very convenient starting up a tank from scratch and having it be fish ready. And that's like one of the advantages of having multiple tank syndrome, right? I've always got 2 or 3 sponge filters going in heavily stocked tanks, so I always have a good stock of and I did I think a cichlid sand on the bottom. I used all fake plants and fake rocks that I had that from my job. There's you guys here in the chat know, good morning, Carrie, that I clean fish tanks for a living now. It's my part-time gig. And if I wash off the plants, they'll trade me some of this decor, which is great. Great, great, great. So, Carrie, look what I am showing off, my new line of mugs, because I am really trying to start a business. Who would have thought at 60, I'll just say 60 plus years, okay, 62 years old, that I would be trying to start a business. But you know what? I can't do the corporate world anymore. I can't do it. I've been a director of HR. I've been in HR for almost 30 years, and it's done. I'm done. But in order to make this work, I have to get some kind of side business going on. So I got my part-time job, which I do love because I'm going in and out and seeing different fish tanks all the time, cleaning them out, which, you know, it's not fun, but it's getting easier. And so I thought, I'm going to do this. I'm capable. This is sublimation, which is you like take the special ink, print it out in a reverse fashion, put it on the mug, and then heat the mug up to like 40 degrees and press it. So it's not vinyl, it's in. I'm starting small because, wait, I'm a crazy plant lady. So some of these are stock, these designs, but now I'm starting to create my own designs with my own fish on it. Like I'm working on a design. Thank you, Carrie. Actually, Carrie, you're the one that gave me this idea when I was at not the Aquatic Experience, Aquashella in Chicago, and you gave me that very special gift that you made, and I was like so impressed that you made it. I was like, I want to be able to make something that would help support my channel. And I thought of the t-shirts, especially because my kids are in the vinyl business, and I'm weeding out Q Aquatics, and sometimes logos are so many colors, and you got to make them like one or two. I'd have to make them one or two colors. I was like, and I saw the sublimation, and I'm like, this is really pretty. Like, I actually have, this is one of my camping mugs. And then life is better around a campfire, said everyone I ever knew. And then I did come up with these, but I'm designing my own cups now, which is pretty fun. And I'm using my fish as models, and Sophie, my parrot, and my own skates and things like that. So I'm just having fun with it, but starting a business is really hard. So kudos to all you that have started a business. I thought about breeding fish, but trying to send out my axolotls to people who wanted them, there's just too much anxiety for me personally, putting my axolotls in a bag and sending them out. And I just knew, like, I can't live like that. Like, I'm sure I would get over it eventually. And axolotls are so sturdy. I like the cold, but I just couldn't do it. So I am making mugs, and it might expand to like 15-ounce mugs. It might expand to like fish room towels, but for right now it's just mugs. It's my logo, but I can make it. If you guys want one with your logo on it, I can make that and then send it to you, see if you like it. I can send you, like, I can make a mock-up of it and see if you like it. And I did create a discount for Fish Fam called Fish Fam. And so I started a new Instagram. So it's so weird because my Instagram has like 3 people. I think it's up to 7 followers. I'm like, okay, you got to start off. Especially, I didn't start a YouTube channel for it because I already started another YouTube channel for the plants, and I'm not going to do YouTube channels. I'm going to try to use Q Aquatics and Exotics as my channel that talks about Get Mugged by Q. I did start a website, which was interesting build, but I thought, you know, what better way than to talk about, maybe like as I'm making a new mug of the week and just sitting here either making the mug or talking about the mug and having my coffee in the morning. Like, I was going to make it members only, but I don't have any members, so I can't make it members only. But the to me, the fish fam is like my members only. How's that? Members only. If you come, you're my member. All are welcome. And I do see everybody has these memberships, and I thought about it, but I'd feel very guilty because I'm not in a position to become anybody's member, so I wouldn't expect that from anybody. So I wish my Oscar was out so you could see him, but he's not. Oh well. So how is everybody? They look awesome. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try, but I don't know anything about business models. I don't know anything about marketing and sales. I like suck at sales. Like I do. I suck at sales. Like I can't even imagine being a salesperson. I think that's a gift. That's a absolute gift. I don't have that gift, but I'm trying. So if you guys have any ideas or suggestions with great like fish sayings that you've heard along the way, I would love to start a whole line of like aquatic. Where's my favorite Valentine's cup? I love you, Lotto. I love you, Lotto. So I did start making some axolotls that were like the white leucistic, the light pink leucistic. But what I'm doing right now is grabbing other people's designs, getting the copyrights for them, and then trying to make them my own, like fix them up, make them my own. And as I've been doing that, I'm realizing, wait a minute, I can create my own designs. I can. It's just taking a little longer. Just steal Kenny's sales skills. Oh man, he is a talker. He is good. He is good. Yeah, no, I can't. I'm not. I could probably sell as good as I could sing, which is not. And that's not me singing on my intro. No. But anyway. So I thought you guys have always been honest with me, and your feedback is, I value your opinion. So, what you guys thought about starting a mug business, and then if people want, if I customize it, like if you want your, let's say you wanted a mug, or if you wanted mugs as gifts, like Valentine's mugs, or I don't know, some people collect mugs. I know I use mugs all the time. I thought maybe I could do some customization. So I built that into my website. The ones that I create, they're $17, but they're also 70% off the Fish Fam. And good morning, Marek. And then I thought I can do a little bit of customization. So like this is my sobriety mug. It's got a coin on it, and I can add how many years sober. And this says just for today. I could do a whole line of recovery things because these are things I know very well. You know, with different sayings on them. Some more elegant, some more funny. Like one of my favorite t-shirts I had, oh my God, 25 years ago. It said instant asshole, just add alcohol. Yeah, I might make that into a mug because I just absolutely loved that t-shirt because that's me. Hey, Craig. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. You could sell Q. You could, yeah, right. I am doing well. I got up and came down here. I wanted to go live for a couple reasons. One, this is my new Oscar tank. I had to remove my big Oscar out of my 180. Getting a little, I hadn't seen him since I created the 180, and I found out why. He was getting a little bullied around by that orange Oscar over there. Yeah, he's got a name, all right. Shithead. Woo. Did I say that out loud? It's too early for swearing. It's too early for swearing. But anyway, I wish I could sell. But I am doing well, Craig. How are you doing? It is a great morning, isn't it? I belong to this one Facebook group that it's like a gratitude group. So when you wake up in the morning, what are you grateful for? And I'm like, These days I'm grateful I woke up. Nobody, I got some friends that are like passing away and stuff, and I'm not even that old, but feeling it. I'm feeling it now. And I got friends celebrating birthdays, and I'm like, or their kids are turning 40. How did that happen to us? Like, I don't know, man. This is my plant mom. Plant mom. So yeah, anyway, I didn't know if this was a good format for a small live. Good morning, Ricky DeHoyas, in the morning, especially NM personal training. How are you all? How are you? Personal training, man, that sounds like you are fit. It is 10 a.m. here. Oh, don't drink coffee then. Swear away. Nice. I'm really well, and I'm on holidays for 3 weeks. How great is that? For me, the best feeling is when I go to bed and I don't have to set my alarm. I wake up when I wake up. And since I rehomed my roosters, I don't have that built-in alarm, at 5 a.m. or whatever time the dog wakes up. The neighbor dog wake up, my roosters would crow. I went to the bathroom in the middle of the night, the roosters would crow. So they did get rehomed, but I still have my 3 hens and I have 2 eggs. So maybe I'll do coffee and eggs. Oh man, I could sit here and have my breakfast. I don't know. I just wanted to do a morning live. I do, and it's in my fish room. But my Oscar's not out, and I don't have any lights on. I am good, thank you. You're physically fit, aren't you? If you're a personal trainer, I want to get fit. But I don't want to do the work in order to get fit. Oh my God, I'm so lazy. I'm drinking this coffee, and there's no coffee in this mug. That is so funny. I got no coffee. What if I brought my Keurig coffee maker down here, just plugged it in intravenously, and just, I'd be fine. No, I'm trying to get up the strength today because behind me, it's illegal to have roosters here in Melbourne. There are a lot of cities and townships around here that it's illegal. The town I'm in, you can have them, but they have to be, 25 feet from your property line. My property line is probably 55 feet. So, but as long as it's not a noise ordinance. And what I'm finding is the rooster was very, very helpful with the hens because he kept them in check. He let them know when there was danger around. It's sad but I did. I gave them away. They're at a beautiful farm, many, many acres, many barns. They can do whatever they want, and it's called a bachelor pad. So it's only roosters. And if they're all dudes and you don't introduce the girl, it's all good. And Emma says, I'm in the UK. Nice. The Amazing Diver Man. Hello, Amazing Diver Man. But my hens have started producing eggs, which is pretty darn cute. But we can have peacocks. Oh my gosh, peacocks are so beautiful. So, so beautiful. So if any of you guys have any ideas on how to get started in a business, I know a lot of the fish fam have started their own business with fish. I just don't have the personality to be able to bag up and send out fish. Or breed them and give them away, or sell them. I am gonna try to breed these koi guppies, but not for sale as much as the fish store gave me 1 male and 3 female, gorgeous koi guppies. I think there's a picture on my Instagram. And he said all he wants is when they start breeding some of the fry back. So I thought, oh, this is great. I get these gorgeous koi guppies. I put them in my natural tank. Let's see if you can see it. This is one of those things that I hold the camera and hope it's steady. Because you know how professional I am. Is it not? Okay. I don't know if you can see these. Where are the koi guppy? Oh yeah, they're right out front on the bottom in front of the log. It's probably too far away to see, but some lemon tetras. Yeah, yeah. Good morning, CJ. It's nice to see you, CJ. I love that dog. Love that dog. Have you ever bred Severums? No, I have never bred Severums, but I have Severums. I have two reds, three golden, and a red-shouldered Levi's Aquatics. Is it Levi's or Levy? How do you spell Levy? Levy. That's Levi's Aquatics. Hi, everyone. Good morning. It is a good morning. Look at that, the amazing diver man. That's that kind of diver, like into deep water diving. Ooh, it's one hell of a diver mask. Who's got the aquarium that was made out of a diver mask? Was that Sean Peck? Was that Ed? I don't know about. I am showing off my new line of mugs. This is the Plantique ones. Where's my Q Aquatics? Q Aquatics. I'm trying to start a business. I'm sublimating mugs, and I want to start a whole line of aquatic mugs. So I'm working on my Triton the Trimac mug, my Jack Dempsey, like some of my fish that I just think are beautiful, but I probably think they're beautiful because they're my fish. And if you have like a favorite fish, I love all the artwork behind you. Isn't it beautiful? My neighbor did this. Hand carved out of wood, even the betta eye. He did the betta in the eyeball. Sam's scales are those. Chris from Multi Tank Addiction, Priscilla. Lefty got me this from an auction. There's another Priscilla. I also have Rack. I have quite a few pieces from Rack because I just love his creative thinking. Let me grab this one. I love his creative thinking. And where's my favorite Rack mug? I don't think I can reach it without knocking everything over. I'm going to try, though. So if everything goes upside down, here we go. Look at that. There's just something about that I just absolutely love. So that's from River Life, Pond Life, Bird Garden. And then over here, I don't know if you can see this one. That's my mom. She's passed away, but she did a lot of those. And this is my sister-in-law. And she's also inspired me. She's done her brand new business. She started her own nibbles and paints and nibbles. That's a funny looking betta. Inside the eyeball is a betta. This is an angelfish. You're so funny. But I do love the artwork. I love any artwork that has to do with reptiles, fish, amphibians, plants, roller skates. Like, it seems like any of my hobbies, which is why I'm starting this line. I'm starting this line here. My favorite is this, where's my Valentine's Day? That's what I thought, Terry. You guys are so funny. Yeah, inside my angel, here, inside the angel, let's see if I can get it focused. Probably not. Here we go. Do you see the eyeball is a betta fish in the eye? Then it's the angelfish. My original logo was a big fish that said Q Aquatics inside. The S in Aquatics was a seahorse, and this was the original Q with the betta and the eyeball, and I just was crazy designing, so this is kind of bringing me back to a little bit of this. I'm waiting on my logo from Priscilla. Oh, she's making you one. That's nice. That's nice. And I got to tell you, I love that you put your cars out there now, because, and that you told me it was 1/24 scale. In the miniature world, we call that half-inch scale because it's a half inch to the foot, or 1/24. And that's one of my favorite scales to create because I can do a lot of detail work, but it's still small. So my whole house is probably this big, Whereas my 1 inch scale house, it's 4 foot by 2 foot. Like it's huge. And yes, there's so much detail. You can actually put cereal in the cereal box, coffee grounds in the coffee bag. And when you get to 1/2 inch, it's more illusion. And then when you get down into 1/48 or 1/44, then it's just, you know, you know. But my mom was an artist, and I think it skipped a generation. Maybe I have a different kind of artistic quality to me. Yeah, no. I was even gonna try to say aquascaping, but yeah, no. I got the jungle look in all my tanks because if that's a thing, you know how they have the real foo-foo. Yeah, that's not me. I need to make a good logo, but I don't know where to go to get it done. So what I did with mine is I started making them. There's a lot of fish fam that are very artistic too. I started making mine and I got like stuck. More like I went down a rabbit hole, trying to create it and not knowing how to use any of the software for designing and the vector. So that, anyway, I got one off of a website called Fiverr, Fivr. I think it's like $5, and they'll make what you want. You tell them the size, the color, the concept. I had already designed this one, so I wanted this angel in this queue with that eyeball, and she almost didn't make it because she didn't think I made it. She said, well, we can't copyright anything. I'm like, no, I made that. I stayed up for 4 weeks making this. That's when I decided to get help, when I realized, like, I'm outside of my league right now. Hand-drawn my Swada eel. Ooh, coming out of a skull in front of a T3. That is awesome. Oh my gosh, that's going to be a great logo. That is a great logo. I do 1/160 scale or N scale model railroad. Okay, that's a lot smaller. The smallest I make, and I do miniatures. So like for the railroad, the houses, I make the furniture for the inside and the landscaping, which is similar. And 1/44, 1/144, yeah. Q, you are extremely artistic, creative, and talented. 100%. You're so sweet, Carrie. That's because you like me and you're my friend. Yeah, I am. If you look at my miniatures, that would be like considered artwork. So yeah, I have an artistic talent with different media. Maybe not painting or drawing. Although I love my graph paper, that kind of drawing. Like if I'm gonna when I redid the fish room, out comes the graph paper. Everything is to scale. Everything is drawn, and then I cut out little like 180-gallon tanks, how big they are, and move them around in the fish room to make sure everything's gonna fit. That kind of stuff I love, but I don't think that's artistic. That's just neurotic. Oh my gosh. This was one of my favorites. I just made one for a friend. I made this for myself. I'm going to see. You guys know. Let's see if it comes out. How do you get the camera to focus? There we go. 28 years. 28 years. Just for today. So I made... Whoop, I got water in here and I just spilled it. Yep. I did that off of my coin that I just got at the meeting. And this coin means everything to me. This is right up there with God, sobriety. Right here, right here. Anyway, not that there's anything wrong with drinking. Just not for me, because I break out in like, handcuffs or behind bars, which is not cool. So I made this so it's customizable. So if somebody had a friend that had 5 years, I can take those Roman numerals and make it. So I made a whole line of cups that are going to be semi-customizable. I just don't know how to market coffee mugs. I don't know how to start up. How do you start up an Instagram? I got like 7 people. Like, And how do you, because my friends, they're not into mugs, but that's when I start getting like, feel like I'm hitting a brick wall. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, how do I do this? So I thought, since I'm Q Aquatics and this is what I do, this is my passion, and I love my fish tanks and my reptiles and my plants, and this is what I'm going to do. I'll just start a coffee with Q in the morning, like once a week or so, maybe a couple times a month. Go over my different lines. Like right now, I'm working on the aquatic line. So I want lots of fish mugs with fishy sayings. Maybe even fishermen, like angler stuff, but I got my the Trimac. I thought about my electric blue Jack Dempsey, but he lost his little fins when he was a baby and they never really grew back. This is great insight. Insight. It's insightful. I like that word. And I am learning about black ink is very different than all the other inks. It's almost so crazy. Even the dark stuff that I'm making now, I'm starting to use like a dark green or a dark maroon or a dark brown. Is something about the black ink. It just doesn't like me very much. So I'm thrilled. And I'm thrilled that you guys came out to have coffee with me this morning. I really appreciate this. And if it's something, I think I might do it maybe every week, Thursday morning or something, before the aquatic morning show. Like coffee with Q. I like that. Like coffee with Q. My website is called Mugged by Q. Mugged by Q. I don't think I could put in comments. No. Oh yeah, I can. I don't know if it'll work. Mugged by Q.com. I don't know if that was the link. I didn't know I could put it in comments. How funny is that? How many? I've been going live for over a year now. Dennis, do you display your railroad stuff? I would love to see your stuff. I like it. It's when I'm having my coffee too. Yeah. I definitely want to see your railroad stuff, because when I do my landscaping, well, when I was doing it, you know what I'm interested in making right now? Good morning, Alishan. How are you doing? Good morning, good morning. I was just talking to people, letting them know that I'm trying to start a new business, making coffee mugs. Where's one of my favorites? One of my favorites isn't an original, but it's this camping one. Let's see if it goes. I don't know how to focus on this. Oh, because my face is in the way? There you go. Living our dream. And it says life is better with campfire. One of them is a definition of camping. It's like one step away from being homeless or something like that. I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that one. And of course my Q Aquatics. I don't like the black wrap as much as the white one. I just don't have it down here. Probably because I used it yesterday. It's in the dishwasher. Dishwasher safe. 11-ounce ceramic. It's not vinyl. It doesn't come off. Good morning, Jay Olivers. I was just showing everybody my guppies. You want to see my koi guppies? Are they out front? They may not be out front now. They were out front and center. This guy inspired me to start with guppies again. Let's see if it'll focus. It's so funny because that water is so crystal clear, but it does not look crystal clear with this camera. Now, those are my lemon tetras. I don't see my koi guppies. Bucks County Aquarium Society tonight at 7. Thank you, Tom. Remind me again, it's still going to be online for those who want to go online. But if you're in Bucks County and want to go in person, you can. It's just, you know, the masks are still going to be safe and use precautions. No, I'm still building my layout in my 8-foot by 8-foot room. What a dream is that? I think it was in Connecticut. There were a couple different railroad clubs that created this amazing railroad setup. All the different clubs worked on their section. I think it turned into a museum, a railroad museum. Maybe it's like miniature toys on the first floor or second floor was the railroad stuff. Absolutely breathtaking. LOL, great tagline. I got mugged by Q. That's right. Wouldn't you like to get mugged by Q? 7:30. See, that's why I'm always early. I log on. 7:30, Bucks County Aquarium Society, and it's in Churchville, Pennsylvania. So that's in Lower Bucks County. Is it lower? Yeah, I think it's Lower Bucks. So if you're in the area, it's a live meeting, but I'm going online because I need to drink my coffee. And I haven't figured out how to drink coffee where they're not serving coffee yet. So, and I don't want to break any rules. So, I'm a rule follower. Although there is a rebel inside of me. It's coming out. It's coming out. Monster Fish Gal. Hello. In-person hybrid starts next month, hopefully. Okay. In-person hybrid. So this one is online. Ooh, that's gonna be good. Look, at creditors start calling me at 9:30. They must have their alarm set. In-person hybrid. So they're still gonna have like water and stuff for you, the speaker. I guess sometimes the speaker will be online, huh? I don't know. I was just at the meeting and I didn't retain all that information because there's so many rules, I don't want to get them wrong. But I am going to go online still for until I can just walk in and be regular. I think I'll just stay online because I like to be regular. Just online for tonight. So that's great. 7:30. I think the Facebook group will have the link for it, correct? And I think it's on Callie's website. What is she? She's Amazing Fish. What's her? Super Nerd. Love the artwork. Thank you. Thank you. I wish it focused. Stam scales. I got these at Bucks County Aquarium auctions. Let me tell you, the best artwork I've ever gotten was at this auction. Is amazing. I got Priscilla's. I got some prints from Priscilla. I got Chris from Multi Tank Addiction. I got Rack from this says River Life, but I think it turned to Bird Life, Pond Life, Bird Garden Channel. Oh my God, why can't I remember that? I have a mug over there for him that I messed up. My mom, my sister-in-law. It's like I love my artwork too, and I got some more upstairs, but it's behind Sophie's cage. So I'm just gonna have to pull out because her cage is like 7 foot tall, 4 foot wide. So I'll have to pull her cage out to get the rest of the artwork because I love the artwork, especially on the matte black background. So I got this idea when I heard Steenfot was going to try the black background, but he was doing like all black, no white trim or anything, just black. And I thought, ooh, that's cool. But I thought, well, that's a great idea because then I don't have to put a background on everything, and you won't see all the black hoses and all the wiring. Although here you can still see the wire because I didn't mark it, like I didn't tack it down yet. But I like the idea. But let me tell you, painting a black wall was horrible experience. Horrible experience. Just online for tonight. We'll remember. There used to be a miniature railroad set up in Hot Springs, Arizona, that was open to the public. Is it still there, J. Oliver Guppies? No, that would be nice. The only one I've ever been to was the one in Connecticut, and that was beautiful. There is a club with a layout in the basement of a church in Stamford, Connecticut. No, it wasn't Stamford, Connecticut. So maybe there's two in Connecticut. Is Stamford and Ellington? No, Ellington. Huh. My cousin lives in Ellington. I can't remember where it was. But it was gorgeous. It was almost like a museum. And it was huge. It wasn't 8x8. It was a huge room. But I like that whole idea. I would love having, like I have this as a fish room. I would love to set up my miniatures like it was a miniature neighborhood. And using the scales as a perspective. So up in the top, in the corner, all the way in the corner, would be my tiniest of houses that are this big. And then it would be a road coming down, and then I'd have my 1/148th houses, and then I'd have my 1/24th houses, and then I would have my regular 1-inch scale houses, and maybe if you get like a Barbie house. So you look at it, and it just looks like the perspective is going up a mountain. That has always been a dream of mine, but I would need a whole room to set that up. And that means I'd have to give up a fish room. I don't know. Super Fish Nerd channel. Thank you, Tom. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. I think I need more coffee. Super Fish Nerd member giveaway is a Hygger LED $50 gift card to Fish Factory, which is a local fish store, which is the very first fish store I've ever went in. They taught me about the nitrogen cycle, so that's pretty cool. Because I was, going to get fish for the next day for my granddaughter, and they're like, it doesn't work that way. You need to get, and he started telling me about the cycle. And then the guy that worked there started telling me, like, it's easy if you have a filter and keep a sponge filter. It's that way you can clean the filter out 1 week, the sponge filter. So that's how I started to get my education on, wait, I can't just put fish in a glass bowl and be on my way, which is what I really thought. Really thought that. Do it in a virtual reality world. I don't know anything about virtual reality. Nothing. Zero. Like how to set it up. Oh my gosh. If I could set it up just from having my different ones, oh my, that would be. Virtual reality seems like a scam, but that would work. Stanford is in Fairfield County, southwest Connecticut. I'm not sure what your call. Railroad, CJ. RR, railroad. Is that what CJ's saying? Yes, RR is a railroad setup. Like, I don't know what scale, but there's something in Holland too. Isn't there like a whole village where you can walk in and it's all miniatures? That would be cool too. But theirs is outside, man. I'd be so afraid things would get ruined. Although some of my miniatures I want to try to epoxy and use as fish tank decor. Because I want my fish to have a pet family in a house. Too small for the people, to make a point, So the people stand and the roof is right there. Because, people only grow as big as their house, right? That's what I want to do. I don't know. I'm such a sarcastic person. I'm really not. I'm not sure if hold on. I got a cough. Excuse me, guys. Not sick. It is a consumer product at this point. Oh, virtual reality, AR, and metaverse. All things you can experience. Very strange world we live in now. Is it okay if I don't go into that world? I don't want to be in that world. One time, I think it was 2 years ago, maybe it was 3, John put these glasses on me. And all of a sudden, I'm like in this, not a sitcom. It was like, I thought it was a sitcom. They were doing dishes over there. It was really weird. And then it got scary fast. Like somebody was coming after me with a knife. And I was just ridiculous. I was standing up, flailing my arms, tripped on a table. I took those things off. I don't ever want to do that again. It's just not for me. I'm not 100% sure if it's still running or not. Have you ever been to Northlands in Flemington? No. Is that like a train station, railroad miniature setting? Almost all the brick and mortar stores around here have gone out of business and have turned to online, which is horrible because when you're a miniaturist, or I don't know if it's the same for train people, I want to see them. You could call something to scale or tell me it's this big, but I want to see it. I want to be able to. What's up, all you freaks and nerds? Good morning, Mike's Aquatics and things. We're just sitting around drinking cafe. I'm drinking coffee. Well, I was. Until I finished my cup. And thinking about going live in the morning once a week. I was telling other people, like, maybe I'll make it members only, but I don't have any members, so I'll just call it members only. Do you think anybody would come? How funny would that be? Open to everybody, but call it a members only stream. Oh my gosh, I might do that. I just might do that. I just can't turn on members. I just can't do it. I'd feel horrible. I can't be on other people's membership, so why would I ask other people to be on mine? I just can't do it. But this, I would love to put this on a mug with Rock's permission. Look at that. Something about these different color purple swirls with the gray and black in it. I actually have a shirt very similar. Something about those colors are very soothing to me. So yeah. So if you guys have any ideas on how to get a business started, I would love to hear from you in the comments. Like, what do I do to launch it? Like, how do I, like, or should I have done all this before starting my business? So what I've done so far is I came up with, I guess, my kind of business model. I'm going to make my own cups that, as is, like this Valentine's cup that's an axolotl. Can they come in? I love you a lot, all. Or I make something that's customizable, semi-customizable. So this is the cup, and it's, well, this is just an example, but this is for, it could be a birthday cup or anniversary. This is a sobriety cup. And the years I can change the year, so it's semi-customizable. Or you could send me what you want on a cup. Like, let's say you wanted coffee mugs for, like, I could be like your Teesprings for mugs. So if you wanted to sell mugs, we would design it, or you'd send me your logo and I'd make them for you. I'd even ship them out for you, and you would get a percentage of the mug for every mug, so you wouldn't have to do anything, and I would just make mugs for you and ship them out. So those are the three different ideas that I was going with, and I am having a blast figuring out like how to design them and everything, but I'm just a little lost on the whole business end of it, so to say. Even Higer, like, sending me a light, like, I'm not an affiliate. They just wanted me to do a review on it, and I told them I'm gonna be honest. Like, so if you think I'm gonna like blow smoke up your butt, I'm not. I'm gonna be honest about it, and it's gonna be my experience. So if it's user error, and they said just be honest, I'm like, okay, I can do that, but I don't know like what that stuff is called. Now, I do have an affiliate with keepfishkeeping.com, so, and I support their channel, and I push out their stuff, and I get a percentage of it. So there's a link below for that. That I understand. I guess I understand to the level of what I'm doing so far, but seems like there was a miniature museum years ago from the 70s. I've been in miniatures since the 70s too. It may be closed now. I haven't been in Hot Springs since 2004. I lost my local hobby shop last year because of the owner retired and nobody wanted to take over the business. Oh my gosh. I would love to have a brick and mortar miniature store. Okay, you ready for this? You walk in, this side is a museum, so it's an entrance fee, and let's say there's older people that are passing away. I would sign up with them, like I will show, because some of these things are high-end collector stuff. Almost like a dollhouse museum on that side. This side would be like stuff you could touch and buy. And of course, there would always be the garage table, like the garage sale table. But I would love to have a brick and mortar store with that. And of course, I'd have my miniature mugs. I do have miniature coffee mugs. I got tiny little coffee mugs. I can't sublimate those, but these are sublimatable. Sublimatable? I'll just say they're sublimated. Sublimation. I don't know the correct terminology. This is a process called sublimation. So I guess I would be sublimating mugs. See how it's not vinyl or anything? It's baked on 400 degrees for like 300 seconds or 280 seconds or something like that. And it's 11 ounce. Is the only mugs I'm making right now. So I'm getting started, and as I get very comfortable with it and see if I can get any business going, then whether or not I would go to like fish room towels, like so you can have your logo put on a towel and you can have it for your own personal use, or if you wanted to sell them, you can advertise and sell them, and I would make them, ship them, and send you the money. So those are some of the things that I've been thinking about. But I would love to hear your comments on If you even think that this is a good idea, I just can't make another channel. I can't make another YouTube channel. This is me. Like, this is Susie Q. This is what I do. I do plants, reptiles, fish, amphibians, parrots. This is me. There is a great fudge shop. Ooh, any Amish market. Oh, smaller pet shop. Amish market. Now I'm hungry. They have the best food. I don't know, but sublimation is when a substance goes from solid to gas without hitting the liquid state. Correct. So that's what this is. It goes through heat. It turns from a solid to gas, and it's infused in the ceramic. And I can do it on clothing as long as it's polyester. So it must be the polyester that grabs the gas. So yes. Aquafunk, I want a shoe store that only sells one shoe out of a pair. You are so funny. It's Aquafunk's birthday, guys. Make sure you say happy birthday to Aquafunk. I think that's just hysterical. You must be really old now, Funk. Really old, because you got a birthday all the time. Once you know, I really want a brick and mortar store, probably because, and I want it underneath my house, not under my house. I want to live on top of it, so I don't have to go to work. Like, I can just go downstairs to the shop. I don't want to have to go out in the snow, because we have snow and ice and wet and slush, and God, I'm so lazy, aren't I? I just think that would be cool. I think someday, but I'm over 60. It's not happening. Thank you so much, Q. You're welcome. Anything for you. Anything for you, Funk. Look at that. See, Funk? I love you a lot, all. I love you a lot, all. So, yes, I think I'm going to head off now. But if anybody has any ideas for how to start up a small business, like I've been looking at YouTube and it's way over my head. What they're talking about, starting up a small business, is not what I'm talking about. Maybe that's not what I'm talking about then. I just want to do like a line of fishy mugs and my plant mugs, and I want to sell them. I want to put, like I said, yeah, that's starting on my own business. That's what I want. And you too could be mugged by Q. So I would love to hear your ideas and if you think it's a good idea. But I think next week I'm going to go live again in the morning, and I'm going to call it Coffee with Q. And next time I'll have my Keurig down here so I can have more than my 1 cup that only lasted the first half of the stream. Psh, that was no cool. No bueno. No bueno. But thank you guys. I so appreciate everybody coming out, and I hope everybody has an amazing day. And yes, next week is going to be members only. So it's not going to be members only, but I'm going to call it members only and see if anybody clicks on it. I don't know why I think that's funny. Why do I think that's funny? But I think it's funny. So I wasn't going to play this. I want my daughter to sing another verse about coffee. Hey, everybody get mugged by Q, and that's what I'm going to ask her to do. The exact same tune, but with a verse about being mugged by Q. So I'm going to put it in the bottom below if you guys want to check out my website. And this is basically for feedback. I want your guys' feedback on this. Somebody said mugged by Q is a stupid name. I'm like, whatever. I thought it was adorable. So there it is. 6 degrees here. I know, right? Ooh. At least it's not freezing here. It's like over 30, thank goodness. Look into starting an LLC first. LLC. Limited liability, right? See, this one YouTube was talking about that, and I just got totally like, what? What? Like, but I will look into that. If that's like one of the first steps I should do. The only thing I know as far as social media is I started my website. I started loading the pictures up. I came up with a shipping default. and an Instagram so that I could show the different mugs that I'm making. And then I thought I would do a little get mugged by Q in the morning once a week to show off whatever line I'm doing. I'm currently making my Triton the Trimac coffee mug. Snow and no ice on the ground. Oh my god, and my chickens are out there and they don't seem to care. I mean, obviously they have a coop and a run that's not, but they hang out in the snow. And that whole area where they hang out in the snow, I didn't even have to like shovel a path because them walking on it packed it all down. I'm like, that's so funny. And I think because they're there and I put out some food for them out in the yard, I've got like Edgar Allan Poe birds sitting on the trees coming down for their food. I'm like, it's pretty cool looking. Pretty cool looking. Said no one ever. Anyway, thank you guys for coming out, and I hope you guys come out and see me again next week. And I hope there's comments about, like, if I'm doing it right. If I'm going to look into the LLC next. But am I doing it right and in the right order, or am I missing a big piece of it? But I'm giving it a shot. I'm giving it a shot. Right now, I call it a side hustle. Is that different than a job? Is that different than, starting a business? It's a side hustle, right? Because I'm a hustling. But thanks, everybody, for coming out and enjoying coffee and making my morning start off amazing. I am going to leave you with my daughter singing because I just love her voice. I wish I could sing like this. I do.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah, hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.